Here with us today is Chris Hamby. He is the president of Aloha Media Group that focuses on web analytics and website marketing. Chris is unique in the web world in that he is a marketer that understands the programming issues of the internet. Chris has been a consultant for some of the largest web projects in America. Pizza Hut, Kansas City Stars award-winning website kcstars.com and kansascity.com, and previously owned by Disney, and www.cars.com. You probably all have seen the advertising, in addition to working with a number of other Fortune 100 companies and agencies across the country. Please give a round of applause for Chris. Then secondly, I would like to introduce my friend Jean-Paul Misek. Before co-founding RPM Success Group, JP started 4 successful businesses, of which he systematized and sold 3. The third, a real estate investment company, is still owned and incorporated as his lifelong business interest and one of his multiple streams of income. Jean-Paul is now dedicated to helping other business owners break through to the growth and freedom they've always dreamed they could have, showing them how to regain the vision they had when they originally started their business and guiding them to attain their dream in record time. Jean-Paul Misek.
And then I'm going to introduce Thomas Trenz here so he doesn't have to introduce himself. I would like to introduce Thomas Trenz, who is the Conference Vice Chair and Director, and is also the Regional Vice President at Empowered Internet Solutions. Let's see here. Tom and the team of Empowered are a prime example of Manini marketing success. Empowered is one of the primary sponsors of the Marketing to Grow conference. Tom has 25 years experience in marketing, sales, and business consulting in Germany and in the United States. Please welcome Thomas Trenz.
First thing I would like to do is to really attract you to ask questions. We have had a lot of different speeches where you sit there and you enjoy the speech, but in an expert panel like that, we really would like to answer your questions, and my job as a moderator is to kind of a little bit flow the stream of questions and answers. So please, at any time, feel free to ask questions. In this round, you will be in charge of where this discussion goes, and we're going to discuss some topics. And if we don't keep it simple enough for us, or you have questions, or we use terminology you don't understand, please stop us and ask us straight away. We really want that you take something away out of this session. Okay? Good. We're going to start with just a little bit about the basic of websites. And let me ask you, who of you here have a website? Okay, so the majority. And who of you is thinking getting a website sometime soon? All right. Okay, great. I would like to a little bit for both of you to tell us a little bit about your experience when people the first time, what they do wrong and what they do right to start getting a website.
I go first. All right. I think probably the chief thing that we come across quite regularly is that when people are taking on to build a website, they're building a monument to themselves rather than really sitting down and thinking about building it for their users. I would say that's probably the fundamental problem that we deal with over and over again. And it sounds maybe a little bit conceptual, but it's a major issue. When you sit down to build a website, you have to start to think about who are my users, and also thinking about how can we accommodate our goals and objectives.
I'd say probably the biggest mistake that you want to shy away from, or this is a mindset thing, and some of it has to do with the way websites are positioned by developers, is that a website is not going to grow your business. If especially a static website will just sit there, it won't generate traffic for you. A static site, you have to work it. So with something that's more new media based, you're going to have the site working for you. It's going to draw traffic in. So when you build a site, you want to just keep in mind that there have to be interactive components, things that tie into the new Web 2.0 internet that's out there, and kind of spider into those areas so that they're constantly pulling traffic in. Most people think they can just put a website up and it's going to bring me business, and they're disappointed when that doesn't happen, and so the site just sits and the rankings continue to go down.
Right. Um, for a website to attract business, just imagine you would have a store, you have a nice store and you have your business, so you set it all up and it's somewhere in a corner in the city and you would nobody tell that you have this store. So there would be just by coincidence, sometimes somebody would come by. So nobody would really do that with a store. If you get a store, you tell everybody you have a grand opening, you will have advertising in a magazine, you will have probably the press there, you will have all your friends there, you call everybody, come to my grand opening. See, exactly the same thing it is with a website. You need to drive traffic to a website. That means this website address needs to be on your collateral, it needs to be on your business card. You need to tell people, go to my website for information instead of giving them the information when they ask you something, or go to my website. You could have specials that people get something cheaper on your website that they can get in the store, and so you generate actually traffic to your website. And the more traffic you generate to your website, the more your website really grows, and it's kind of almost like a contagious illness. The more traffic comes, the more other traffic comes to your websites. But you are in charge of this in the beginning, right?
Exactly right.
The other thing too is, I think that a website, the primary purpose of a website, as Tom was just saying, I mean, you need to be driving people there, but what do they do when they get there? They need to be directed what to do. People need to be told what to do. They need to, more importantly, be seduced into taking action, some type of action. And a primary action you want your website to do, no matter what, even if somebody just comes and they're there for 60 seconds, is that they become a subscriber. Whether it's a newsletter, please don't say sign up for my newsletter or sign up for my e-zine, because nobody's going to do it. Would you do it? It's like, no. You want to give away something of value, something that you can do very low cost or at no cost to you because it's electronic, and it's an incentive for them to join your list. Now that person is a member of your subscriber family, and you can continue to follow up with them and build rapport and relationship. That's what's most important with the website. The special offers and coupons and things like that. You run a taco store or a restaurant, you can offer coupons that they go and print out, and that's the reason to go to your site. They need to go there to take some kind of action and then bring the coupon into your physical store. That's going to increase foot traffic in your store.
Right. A very important part is what Paul just stated on. Basically, physically bringing on one side people to your website, but then on the other side, let people do something on the website where they physically take something on the website and bring it into your store. So it's really important that you interact with that. And new websites today, you kind of change your mind about websites when you saw them. Before, in the beginning, a website was like a brochure with a picture, and people just spend a lot of money either to make it nice and pretty, but this website would not interact. So now it's getting more and more crucial that you can, because there are 1.5 billion websites out there, so if you want that people spend time on your website, it is really crucial that you interact with them, so that they get some kind of call to action buttons, either where they can get something or do something, or they go from there somewhere else on your page. And you really can see the more average time you have on a website, which you can track, the more your business gonna grow, because people not only come to your website when they want to buy something or when they want to get this information, they're kind of playing around with their website, with your website, if you invite them to. And so if a website is really interactive, that's a very crucial part today. Chris?
Agreed, and that goes back to the usability function of knowing who your users are and who you're trying to attract to the site, so that you can make that site attractive and appealing to them to get them to do what your goals and objectives are. If you don't understand who those users are when they're coming, you're just basically taking a shotgun approach in broadcasting, hopefully that you're hitting the mark. So, definitely.
Right. Let me share with you some myth and truths about websites. So what people often think about the website and what really happened and what doesn't happen. One of them is your homepage should explain everything about your business, or you lose visitors. that's a typical thing that people very often, and in the beginning we had graphic designers, they would do graphic design for print, and then they, with the new medias coming, they would try to do graphic design for our websites, and it was a catastrophe, because they would like write a book and put it in a website, and it just doesn't work that way, because people in the internet, they don't read, they scan. So what you really need, you need very, very small paragraphs, or even one line, and then read more. So